Iran has reportedly issued a direct and forceful warning to US President Donald Trump, intensifying global fears that the two nations could be heading toward a new military confrontation. The Iranian state television broadcast a striking image that appeared to show President Trump wounded during a rally held in 2024, sending shockwaves across international media. Alongside the disturbing image came a chilling message that read, "This time it will not miss the target," clearly meant to imply that any future attack could be far more devastating. The image itself originated from Trump's rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, where a shooter had previously attempted to assassinate the former president in full view of the public. During that attack, the gunman managed to graze Trump's right ear with a bullet before being swiftly neutralized by counter-snipers stationed nearby. The shocking murder attempt came at a time when American intelligence agencies were already warning about possible Iranian plans to target Trump and his inner circle. This latest threat from Tehran unfolds amid escalating tensions between Iran and Washington, particularly following widespread protests that have erupted across Iran. In response to those protests, President Trump has repeatedly warned that the United States would take decisive action against Iran if its security forces continued to kill demonstrators. Iran, in turn, issued a hardline response, vowing that any US aggression would be met with powerful retaliatory strikes on American military bases across the Middle East. However, in a surprising shift of tone, Trump appeared to partly walk back his earlier threats, suggesting that immediate military action against Iran was no longer on the table. On January 14th, Trump claimed that reliable sources had informed him Iran had halted both the killing of protesters and the use of public hangings within the country.
We have been notified, and pretty strongly, but we'll find out what that all means. But we've been told that the killing in Iran is stopping. It's stopping. And there's no plan for executions or an execution or executions. So I've been told that on good authority. We'll find out about it. I'm sure if it happens, we'll all be very upset, including you will be very upset. But that's just gotten to me, some information that the killing has stopped, that the executions have stopped. They're not going to have an execution.
Mr. President, Ron, you said that the killing has stopped. Who told you that the killings have stopped there? And if it's the Iranian regime?
We have been informed by very important sources on the other side, and they've said the killing has stopped and the executions won't take place. There was supposed to be a lot of executions today, and that the executions won't take place. And we're going to find out. I mean, I'll find out after this. You'll find out. But we've been told on good authority, and I hope it's true. Who knows, right? Who knows?
We've seen the body bags, so how do you trust them?
You've seen that over the last few days, and they said people were shooting at them with guns, and they were shooting back, and it's one of those things. But they told me that there'll be no executions, and so I hope that's true.
Does this mean military action is now off the table against Iran?
Well, we're going to watch and see what the process is, but we were given a very good statement by people that are aware of what's going on.
Is that still considering military action? Is that still a threat?
No executions. Everyone's talking about a lot of executions were taking place today. We were just told no executions. I hope that's true. That's a big thing.
Still, amid growing fears of a possible war, Reuters reported that a US carrier strike group has been redeployed from the South China Sea to the Middle East as a show of readiness. According to NBC, President Trump privately told his national security team that he does not want the United States to be dragged into a long, drawn-out conflict with Iran. One official cited by NBC said that Trump remains determined to ensure any American response, if it happens, is swift, powerful, and definitive in its outcome. Yet inside the administration, advisors have struggled to guarantee that a regime collapse in Tehran could be achieved quickly or without large-scale regional consequences. Defense analysts have also voiced growing concern that US forces currently stationed in the Middle East might not have sufficient assets to counter an Iranian retaliatory strike. Reports from rights monitors suggest that the government crackdown on the ongoing protests in Iran has so far left over 2,500 people dead, drawing international condemnation. The unrest, led mainly by students and small business owners, is being fueled by Iran's collapsing economy and rising unemployment across multiple provinces. Observers are calling the uprising one of the most significant challenges to the clerical government since the Islamic Revolution of 1979. After 2 weeks of mounting protests, Iranian state media showcased a large pro-government rally that claimed to denounce what officials called a foreign plot behind the unrest. The backdrop to all of this remains the July 2024 assassination attempt on Donald Trump at his campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, which left the world stunned. During that fateful event, a bullet grazed Trump's right ear as he stood on stage addressing supporters, causing panic and chaos throughout the crowd. While Trump escaped the attack with only a minor injury, one attendee was tragically killed, and 2 others were taken to the hospital in critical condition. The shooter, identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, was swiftly shot and killed by members of the U.S. Secret Service, preventing a far greater tragedy from unfolding.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.